Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
I love talking with her, her ideas, her energy, and her work. She's an amazing designer, interior designer, and learned so much so far. We're going to do a deep dive into one of her projects today. She is Laura Sullivan from My Favorite Design out of Las Vegas, and she's back with us. Hey, Laura, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Steve. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, good to have you here. And on your website, which I want to make sure I have it right, it's myfavoritedesign.net.
Correct.
We're going to look at one of the projects that you work on. And it seems like you continually work on this project in some form, right?
I do. These are repeat clients, and they keep bringing us back to do more details and more projects at their home, which is a great compliment.
Absolutely. And what a breathtaking home this is. Tell us more.
So this particular home in Ascaya is a luxury community here in Henderson, Nevada. And all of the homes are custom on a hillside, incredible views. It really speaks to the trend that we see here in Las Vegas, which is very modern, very chic, very desert, upscale living. And these particular clients are repeat clients. I did a home for them about 10 years ago. Very small little home. Didn't know much about the clients. They found me on house.com, which is a great website that we have a presence on.
Hmm.
And when they called me to say, listen, we bought a little house, and I walked into the little house and it was fabulous. It has probably the best view of the Las Vegas Strip I have ever seen. The property is situated dead on. So it has these grand living spaces. The ceilings are about 22 feet high, all throughout the home, with even in the bedroom. It's a one-story house. You walk in and you immediately are presented with these wall-to-wall glass sliders that open up. So the outdoor living is part of the indoor living. It's a really beautiful home for entertaining. And that was the purpose. The clients, this is a second home, and they wanted to have a presence here in Las Vegas to not only have a home for their large family, but also to entertain their clients. So they had asked us to really spruce up this beautiful property that was already built. It wasn't a brand new build for our particular company, but the bones were there and it was a blank slate, and we were just given carte blanche to really step it up. And when you have a house that is so dynamic, there's a lot of pressure to really deliver the high quality. It's not about filling it with a lot of stuff. It's about, really selecting the appropriate items that will really contribute to the beauty of the home. So that's what we did.
It looks like, and it sounds like you were very strategic in this project, and you started going there, and I wanted to ask you, how do you take their vision and make it a reality? That's got to be a lot of pressure on you as a designer, and the communication has to be there, and to make sure that you're getting what they're saying and what their wants and needs are. How do you nail that?
Yeah, it's it starts with the initial meeting, and it doesn't matter if it's a repeat client or a brand new client. Every client has a vision for their home. They may not be able to express it exactly, or they might not be able to know how to do it themselves, and that's why they hire us. But they all have an idea of what they're looking for. So these particular clients, when we met, they said there's three things that we really want. Number one, we want to accentuate the view and have it be an entertainment home. So something that's durable, that will sustain having 100 people in the living room, or 4 people in the living room, 4 teenagers. Number two is a spot for the baby grand piano, and three was a wine room. So the wine room was interesting because the client, all she and her husband wanted was, obviously they are avid collectors, but they said, we really want something that you would basically see at any fine dining on the Las Vegas Strip. So luckily for us, we have beautiful restaurants to choose from and be inspired by. So all it took was us, taking a little drive down as a little field trip and finding what really spoke to us. And in that particular property, I decided surrounding all three sides in glass and just having it open and feel airy and bright and house more than 150 to 200 bottles that the clients have. That's what we did, and we added a little artwork to it by Left Bank, which depicts the strip view in the evening. So that's just a little nod to Las Vegas, but we were able to accomplish that. And the baby grand piano, anytime a client has a piano, I get so excited. I don't play the piano, but they're beautiful. There's really nothing you could do to ruin that, right? You just need a couple of beautiful chairs, and we added a touch of red to every room, and that's how we kind of sewed the whole thing together. So the entire palette is gray. In the home, it's very modern, it's very chic, but we added a touch of red, whether it's in the chairs or a dining cabinet, a pillow. That's what we did. So it was fun.
Just the wine room, whatever we want to phrase that as. Before you even said it, that's what I thought of right away. I'm in a restaurant. It almost looks like those pictures came from a restaurant. It's amazing. And the red, did they define that pop of color, or is that something you came up with?
No, they did actually. We went furniture shopping, and the client fell in love with a red credenza that really greets you as you walk in. It's a beautiful piece of furniture that's behind one of the sofas, and she really loved that. And she says, I do like red. That's the accent color that I love, which is fun because I don't get too many clients to say that. So that's what inspired us to go with the chairs and then take it on throughout the house in the bar stools. And
it definitely gives it dimension, because if you didn't have that red, it would be okay, but it would be maybe two-dimensional, where now it's more three-dimensional in terms of the way it looks. Interesting. Let's pick the bathroom. Let's look at the bathroom. Interesting tub. Explain.
They're just I can't take credit for the actual remodel because the home was actually built. So they did a fabulous job. The clients selected the finishes with the help of the owner build. And so I really loved it. And all we had to do was kind of accentuate each room. The closet is phenomenal. His and hers, it's spectacular. Looks like you're shopping in a department store. But the bathroom tub is really beautiful. A lot of homes here have freestanding tubs, and it's just more of a spa feeling. The enormous shower, everything is larger than life. And in Las Vegas, especially, it's like things are on steroids. I mean, if you could say that. They're just huge. The ceilings are tall and the windows are enormous. So the views are spectacular, especially if the property is set like this particular one in Niscaya. It's a gorgeous community. I think it would be hard to beat. You have a gorgeous view of the entire valley. The homes are separated enough where you have enough land. And really, it's important to just everyone focuses on the strip. So that's your eye goes there. So everything has to, in the evening, that particular house is incredible. Yeah, it's really beautiful.
I'm looking out the window, and I'm probably wrong, but it looks like water. There's no water out there, right?
It's just a great big pool, an infinity style pool, which is an invisible edge. So it feels like when you're in the pool, you're kind of on the top of the mountain and there's nothing around you. So it's really a lovely home. And they were super pleased with it.
What were any of the challenges that you came up with in terms of getting it done?
The greatest challenge for us at the time was the delay in the shipment for the furniture. The furniture is from Italy. It was during COVID. There was quite a huge delay, so we had to wait a long time. to receive the items. But once they were all
Mm.
here, we were able to literally install all in one day. So believe it or not, it was a huge undertaking, but we don't do anything small. Everything is big and large and explosive and like, let's go. So we just pride ourselves in getting it done so that the family can come home and be surprised. And, we don't have a huge bus and a megaphone. It's just
Yeah.
but we do have a really great team. So everybody works together to really get this done. An interesting thing about this particular house is they have 4 kids, and a lot of times these homes have these enormous living spaces, kitchens, great rooms, but the bedrooms are very small. So there really isn't anywhere for they have college age kids and their friends to come and hang out. So what we did was we converted the garage, one of the garages, into a game room for the kids to hang out. I call them kids, but they're all in college. So that was a special room. I think the family really loves it because you can convert the dining table into a ping pong table, pool table. It has a lot of multi-purposes. There, we brought in a sofa that would convert into a sleeping area as well. So it's a beautiful space. It doesn't even look like a garage. Most people think it's a dining room because it has a gorgeous chandelier even. So you have to get creative because if you don't have enough space, you just have to, adapt and
Hmm.
change it for the family needs.
Do you have pictures of that family room that you created? I'm
It's a
having.
garage, and so it has a black chandelier that's linear, and it has looks like a dining table. But that's actually a garage. It is not a dining room. So it's on our website, and people can look at it on house.com and look at our different projects. But that particular garage looks most people would look at it and think, oh, that's a dining room. It's actually a game room. The table itself that converts into all these different things, like a ping pong table, for example, and it also converts into a card table. The top slides out. I mean, it's a fabulous table. It was a
Amazing.
penny. Yeah.
I found
Yeah.
it. And the only way that I would even suspect that it's a garage is the garage door is in the
Sure.
foreground to the left.
Right.
And even looking at that, it's like a decorative garage door. It looks, like the hardware and everything. It's like got a black finish to it, and then you have the white panels of the garage door. If I just block that out, and it's on a monitor to my left here, if I just block that out, I would have thought that was a lounge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a garage. So we just wanted to make an extra space for the kids to hang out. And so we were able to do that. They have a fabulous dining room, which is right by the wine room. And I just wanted to speak to that because that dining room, when you have these big modern homes and they're empty, they just look like big white boxes to start with. There really doesn't have, other than the high ceilings and the glass all around, which is really beautiful, it is a blank slate. So we introduced hand painted wallpaper from Valhalla, and it has glass crystals on this dining room wallpaper. It's spectacular. I don't even think the pictures do it justice, but
Wow.
you want to touch it because you're so drawn to it. It's very glitzy, very glamorous. That table's from Italy, the dining table. The chairs are custom. The dining table, it extends and it seats another 4 to 6 people. I mean, it's gorgeous. So that was one of the things. And the family is so relaxed. You would think that it's such a formal area that they wouldn't use it. They use it all the
Wow.
time. And
Uh, so unique in
yeah.
terms of the floor. We'll get to that in a second. I don't even know what that is. But it almost looks like an animal print in some regards. And then the, I guess candelabras on the table. What is that?
So those are just beautiful crystal candelabras from Global Views, which is a beautiful accessory um, vendor here to the trade that it's my go-to. They're fantastic,
Hmm.
beautiful products. So the area rug is a gorgeous rug. And when you're
Ah,
working with clients that have multiple homes, they always want something very different. They don't want the usual. They don't want something that they've already had or seen at their friend's house. So when it comes to like an area rug, for example, that's our chance to actually have it handmade, which we do. They select
wow.
color, they select, the texture, we do the sizing, and then we have it made for them. So, that's it's everything has to be a conversation piece basically when you have a home like that, because it's very intimidating when you walk into these homes that are so large and so grand. At first, you're like, it takes your breath away. You don't even know where to look first. Usually people look straight out to the view, but then you start looking around and you think, well, every place has to have something for a conversation. Even the office, we put glass doors on the office as opposed to having it more private. So it looks like you could, it's just one large great room. But the reality is we've been able to divide the rooms. So
Hmm.
it's a great project and it looks amazing in the holidays too, because they have us back for the holidays to um, decorate for them. We do that for many clients.
I see that on your website. I'm going to go to that tab in a moment, but I'm in the kitchen
Okay.
and I want to, it's hard to tell specifically from the photo, but it almost looks like an island and the stools or chairs that you have that tuck away underneath it. So cool. So
Yeah.
unique.
Yeah, they in the kitchen they have double islands, so there's two islands in the actual kitchen. They it's a large family and sometimes the kids bring their friends and it's 10 people can be around that island easily. So we needed enough
Hmm.
seating for all of them. But they also have a bar that looks right out to the pool area. And that's a great spot for entertaining as well. So they make good use of it. They entertain their clients there on a regular basis. They come in and they also enjoy the home for their family and their friends.
I'm on the holiday decorating tab of the projects on your website. Right away, I know I'm in their home again because I see the red
Right.
popping up. Yeah, spectacular, even as holiday decorations, because you you seem to blend in with their theme. It's not like you come in with all these multicolored lights and things like that. No, it fits, there's grays, a little bit of gold going on there within the holiday decorations. Really nice. And it just, it's not over the top, just nicely stated.
We did something special for this particular client this year because this is the second year in a row that we've decorated for them. We have about 8 to 10 clients that we decorate for during the holiday season, and that's a lot. We have different themes and different trees, different heights of the trees, and but for this particular client, our first year we did a red theme just to go with the pop of red throughout, which they loved.
Mhm.
And this past year we did white and gold and silver. And we extended, it wasn't just a Christmas tree. We did the exterior. So there was a beautiful entrance and we did little pops of decor all throughout the home. So we went just an extra special mile for these particular clients because they've been so good to us and it's fun. I mean, we do enjoy what we do, but we were also featured in the Las Vegas Review Journal this year for our holiday decor. And we had an opportunity to showcase three of the homes that we've done, and they're all different levels. It doesn't have to be a big, huge, gigantic home. It could be a very modest home. Sometimes people don't have the time to decorate themselves or they want something special and different.
Hmm.
So we provide all of the decor for them. It belongs to My Favorite Design, and we come in and they hire us to decorate, and they don't particularly ask for a theme or a specific color. They're thrilled with the way that we've decorated their homes before in the past, and they just allow us to come in and change the theme. It's always a surprise.
You must be reading my mind because that was the next question I was going to ask. Do you have clients that when you come back every year for holiday decorations, have the same decorations? Or do most of them say, I want to change it up, do something different, surprise me? Like how does that usually work?
Yeah, they no, when they hire us, we start in October, taking down like scheduling for different clients. And so we will ask, they don't need to provide the trees or the decor. We do that. We have different themes, different colors. And if they say, this year I'd like something purple, then we will make that happen as well. So we would probably come up with some kind of a king or crown or something that's royal inspired. Sorry about that. So that's what we do, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of work. It's hard work. We actually set it all up and we take it all down. So this will start in October and we finish in second week of January. So
Do people change it up all the time, or do you have some that just say, "Yeah, I love what you did last year and the year before that"? Just bring like the rest of us. My decorations are in plastic tubs, and they're the same ones every year. Sometimes you got to change out the lights, if they take on some age. But is it a lot of times the same look?
For our experience has been that they've actually require us to do something different. They like the element of surprise.
Sure.
But if they do have something that's special to their family tradition, we definitely incorporate that. They have stockings or special spode china that they'd like us to incorporate when we're putting out the decorations. Of course, we'll honor that. We completely respect the family traditions and what their wishes are. So it really is custom, and basically we will do what we're asked to do, or if they give us the green light to do what we'd like to do, we do that as well.
So final questions here. In this project, there is on the Crenenza, the red, there's a big sculpture to your point where everything is big and bold in Vegas. What is that? Where did it come from? What was the inspiration?
So there's a gorgeous showroom here in Las Vegas. It's called Mercado. It's a furniture showroom. They bring in quite a few different things that you will not see in other places. The owners, they go to Italy and they will bring back gorgeous, unique pieces that you can only find in Italy, for example. So that particular sculpture happens to be Italian. So
Wow.
I
Yeah.
saw it at the showroom and the client really loved it. And so we added
I
that.
I love it too. I must
Yeah.
have certain rich taste. I don't know. As soon as it just fits. Everything fits. It has its place, but it's not over the top, but it makes a statement. And I've learned from you today what is possible in terms of even something that we wouldn't even think of. A throw rug can be custom made. Yeah, I never even knew that that was even available.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
There's sky's the limit. So it's been interesting. Every project that we do is quite different. And we have about 6 projects all at the same time, and they can vary. But decorating a home, especially for a repeat client, you really do get to know the family and what their needs are, and there's a level of trust there as well. So
Sure.
priceless because they they just say go. Yeah, we'd love it, and now just keep going. So this particular Askaya house was the entire house. It wasn't just one room. It was the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the garage. So it was a blank slate and a lot of fun, but a beautiful area, and it's growing in size. They keep building, so a
Wow.
lot of there. Mhm.
And this is just a part of what you do because this was already built when you were brought on for the project.
Yes.
But you can also direct somebody in terms of, let's say, building a house from the bottom up in terms of functionality and features and things like that.
Right. I would have done a lot of things differently in this particular house, but that it is a gorgeous house.
Hmm.
But when the house was built, it was built for a different client that may have had different needs, you know.
Gotcha.
So maybe a bedroom, the size of a bedroom wasn't all that important. I think a larger bedroom is important. just because it has to fit the size of the house. So in this particular house, it's the main area is what's important. So it's the dining room and the kitchen and the great room and the office that eats up the majority of the square footage of the entire home. So the bedrooms were secondary.
Yeah. I 2 houses back, it was a ranch, then they extended up for me. I bought it when it was already extended. Master bedroom, beautiful. Walk-in closet, so much space, fantastic. You get to the, call them the kids' bedrooms, tiny. So to your point, if I had a hand in that, I would have taken some space away from here, there to make it get, get it done. How do we connect with you, Laura, if somebody's thinking about making some changes?
Yeah, that'd be great. We would love to hear from anyone. You can reach us on houzz.com, HOUZZ.com. We have a presence there. My favorite design .lv. That's our Instagram handle, and on our website, myfavoritedesign.net.
Wonderful talking with you. I love your passion and just the excitement. Like it oozes out of you. Like I can tell this project and all of them, you're very proud of them.
Yes, we are. We're really proud, and it's really fantastic. And at My Favorite Design, we aim to please and make a connection with all of our clients.
Yeah, it's not just the design. It's a statement of your client with your help. Amazing. Thank you for being here today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us, and look forward to next time.
Same here. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.